I'm sitting here today. Today I have it's a hibiscus tea that I got at Dunkin' Donuts. It is so full of flavor. I really enjoy it. And when I'm drinking the hibiscus, I kind of think about the days when I sit back on the deck when it's not quite so hot and I look out at the beauty of God's creation and the plants,
Mm.
flowers everywhere. That's what it makes me think of. I am honored today that you are here, and I would love to introduce you to my new friend. I met Sandy at a fun, fearless female luncheon here in
Mhm.
Kansas City, led by Delinda Lane. I enjoyed learning about Sandy and her passions, and I thought, you all will want to hear what Sandy has to say. Currently retired from Wesco Distribution after a long career in sales and management, loves to travel. She loves her cats and Jesus. Being a friend is her daily goal. I love that goal. She's a proud member of the Single Mom KC and a volunteer at Gateway of Hope. She's a member of the Colonial Presbyterian Church and a diehard Nebraska football and Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah.
Please help me welcome my friend, Sandy Jacobson. Sandy, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thank you so much for having me, TerryAnn. This is very exciting.
I tell you what, when I first met you and heard about your passions, I thought, oh, I've got to share this. I really,
Mhm.
with your involvement in the Single Mom KC, I've been a single
Mhm.
mom twice when my girls were very young and when they were teenagers.
Mhm.
It's a difficult situation, but before I get there, can you tell me? I want to hear a little bit about you. Tell me a little bit about Sandy.
Well, as you might guess, I was born and raised in Nebraska, Omaha specifically, went to the Millard schools. I am adopted. So I have a special heart for adopted kids, foster programs, and then, of course, single moms that chose to go that way. So that's, I think, being adopted and by such wonderful parents. I was very lucky that way, and they gave me every opportunity to do and be all I could be. Whatever God had planned for me, they were so open and supportive of it. So, and then of course went to the University of Nebraska. So graduated Husker. I'm an alumni. My dad went there. He was an electrical engineer, and they had season tickets for decades, literally decades. And I remember going to games as young as like 5, 6 years old. So it's
Mhm.
kind of ingrained in me. And anyone that knows us Husker fans know that we are pretty loyal no matter what we go through. And we've been through a lot lately. So it is what it is. And thank God the Chiefs have been doing well. But I just, I've always had a heart for service because that was inlaid in me by my parents as well. They were very active members of the church and volunteered. So it just seemed that's what you do. So it just kind of was ingrained in me that you have a good work ethic, you go to church, and you
Yes.
get involved.
Well, what? Okay, you're from Nebraska. What brought you to Kansas City?
Actually, a transfer. I was first transferred from Lincoln to Chicago with my first job out of college, and then from Chicago to Kansas City. But I've been in Kansas City much longer than I was ever in Nebraska.
Well, we are glad you are here.
Me
We are
too.
so glad you are here.
Thank you.
Once you retired, you had to stay busy and you
Oh,
got
absolutely.
involved in the Single Mom KC. Tell
Hmm.
me about the Single Mom KC. What is that?
Well, I've been involved with the Single Mom KC for probably 6 years now. I first heard about it through America Business Women's Association, another group I'm involved with, the MoCan chapter. Go MoCan. Um, I heard about it by the originator, Misty Hughes. She started the Single Mom in her home, kind of basically as a Bible study for single moms. That's how it kind of all started. And when I first heard about what she was doing, this was years later, just the support that they had, this boutique they were running that moms could come to for free once a month. They had childcare to help the moms with that situation if they needed it. And I just thought, well, what a great organization to take my clothes to that were gently used or never worn even, bad on
Mm-hmm.
me. But so I just got really involved with that and helped in boutique, and then was approached to be on the board, which I've been on for a number of years now. And this year and next year, I will be chair. And the single
Oh,
mom is all about creating community, healing for our single moms, and generational change. Those are the three key things that we want to do for our moms. We can't be everything to everyone. So that's where Gateway of Hope, another organization I love to support, and they are a community partner with us. They do women's counseling and have programs for boundaries, things of that nature. So they're a great partner for our moms to go to get specific counseling care, and other issues that might come up along those lines. That those people there are staffed with licensed clinicians and psychologists, just whatever we might need. So they're a great partner for us. Our moms, we're just focusing about, the main thing is building that community in their spiritual faith as
mm-hmm.
well. Being supportive where they need it. We have a ton of references that we can refer them to. Businesses that have said, hey, I will, please put me on your reference sheet. I care for single moms. I'll take good care of them. I'll give them an honest auto quote, or I'll give them an honest insurance quote, whatever it might be. So in one of our goals this year, which we hope to have on board by the end of the year, is a licensed counselor, a licensed social worker that actually social worker. I don't want to misspeak there. A social worker that knows the system. And if they need housing help, who's the best person and an actual person to call, not just an organization? Because that's what we have right now. We know who we can refer them to, but we want to get in there and be a little more personal. What's your exact situation? So we can then say, you need to contact this organization, and here's the name of the person, because we've already developed that relationship with them. And they know that we could be referring our very special moms to them.
It has got to be scary as a single mom to walk in and say, I need help.
Mm-hmm.
How do they find you? And how does that initial conversation start to help with some of that fear and wariness about going to a stranger and saying those words, I need help?
Really. A lot of it, we have our website, and you're so kind to run that website, thesinglemomkc.org, that they can find out all kinds of information. But they can also just come to our office. We have offices where the boutique is located, actually. And the first person they might work with is Lori Unthank. She is our program director who can just talk with the mom. What's your situation? What are you needing? And I think one thing that's very unique about our organization, if they would go, say, to our Pursuit class, which is the first Wednesday, we have it at 2 different churches. And the programming is always geared toward a topic that our moms have told us they want to hear more about. They want to learn more about, be more confident in learning about certain things. And what we have there are single mom leaders. We have a whole leadership team that goes through a year of training that are single moms. So they're
nice.
there at every meeting to help meet them, greet them, make them feel at home, along with the rest of the single moms that are there as well. So we understand, especially those single moms that have been working with us and have been through our programming, through our leadership training. They know exactly where they're at. They've been there. And so they can really make those moms feel comfortable. Oh my gosh, look at all these women in the same exact boat that I'm in. So I think that's probably one of our strengths, is to have our own single mom leadership team that is amazing women. Their stories that they can tell. You're like, wow. If I'm having a bad day, well, I'm not gonna say a thing, because I know 20 women that have been through 5 times worse than I ever could have dreamed of. And they've come out on top, and they're strong, and they've just made a difference in their lives and their kids' lives and in the lives of other women.
Very encouraging. It sounds very encouraging.
Yes, absolutely.
To meet and work with like-minded people in the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
You've got that center goal. Tell me about this boutique.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. The boutique is run by, it's all volunteers are running it. We have our volunteer coordinator, Michelle, that kind of coordinates the scheduling of volunteers to run the boutique. But basically, you walk in our offices, and we've got offices down the hall on either side. Then we have our child's room. So we have childcare. So moms don't need to worry about that. And they can shop in peace, right? So if you have people taking care of the kiddos, then you walk into our boutique at the back, and it's set up just like a store. It has a counter where you each have a section, bring your things as you pick them. They have a list of all the things they can get. And it roughly comes down to about 4 outfits, including shoes, accessories, makeup, and if you need shampoo, any kind of toiletries. And they're all full size. We do not give away little, trial size or anything to our moms. That just doesn't happen. So then the racks are all set up around. We have 4 dressing rooms, and the racks of clothes are all set up. Tops, pants on shelves, pants hung up, activewear, swimsuits for the summer, robes, pajamas, and shoes. And any kind of accessories too. We have all of that for our moms. And they just pick out what they can find on the list. If they find everything, great. If they don't, just take what you can find. That's, that makes sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a really nice key ingredient is that all the clothes are either very gently used or new. You would not be able to tell that these had been in someone's home. We do not accept things that we feel would either need to go to Savers or Goodwills or other organizations that we are tied with. So any clothes that are donated to us will find a home, whether it's with us or one of our other partners.
Oh, that's nice. Nothing goes to waste. And what I really like is that woman is treated with such dignity.
Absolutely. That is huge. That's a very huge part, because they, on any given day, you have no idea what's happened with them at work, with the kids. So this just gives them, they sign up for a time, which is on our website. They can sign up for a time to come in. And really all we ask them is, are you a single mom and you basically don't have any support from the father? So if they just say, yeah, I'm raising these kids on my own. And the interesting point that a lot of people may not realize is there are single moms of all ages. We have grandmas raising their grandchildren. So we have moms of all ages. So clothing styles of all ages are perfectly fine.
Oh, nice.
So that's something people might think, oh, you just have these young moms. No, we have moms of all ages, because women become single for so many reasons, all throughout the age of the children. Whether it's through divorce or death or whatever it might be. So, that's what's really nice. We have just a variety of things, and try to meet any kind of mom's need that we can through that boutique. And like we said, you shop for what you want. We're here to help. We always have a team of volunteers there. And we always try to have a Spanish-speaking volunteer on the team. And we have several that are just wonderful. And we really need that. So if you need help, we're here to help. If not, you just shop at your leisure. You have 45 minutes to get everything picked out, try it on. And, in an hour, you've got your bag of new things for you to be excited about and be proud to wear.
And that makes such a difference, I believe, in a woman's self-worth, personal feelings about herself.
Yes.
If I'm wearing the drabby stuff, I'm going to feel drab. But if I can wear that nicer thing, that it just does something. Yeah,
and I think the moms really feel, I mean, people care about them. It's just another way to show you're not in this alone. People have taken time to pick out the special things that should go to single mom, not Goodwill or somewhere else. But, oh, I know it. I bet a single mom would love this. And, I bought it for me. It just doesn't fit right or whatever. But it's so pretty. It's so nice. I'm going to put that in my bag for single mom.
Oh, now if someone wanted to put something in a bag and donate it, how would they do that?
Well, they can on our website under donations in the boutique. It tells you exactly what's needed.
Okay,
Our
great.
hours for taking collections are Wednesdays from 9 to 3. And there's a door on the back side of our building. Our address is on there. And I was going to say that because I thought I had it right with me. Yeah, our address is actually 11539 West 83rd Terrace. That's in Overland Park. But it's basically a little bit off of 83rd and Quivira, if you will. But you could MapQuest that. But you can take them there or just contact us. We can figure something out. If you need us to pick things up, I always tell I have a girls' night out group. When I come to Fun Fearless Female, you guys have donations, just bring them then. People at work, they know if they have stuff, they just bring it to work. I'm more than happy to take it anytime.
Oh, how wonderful. The website is thesinglemomkc.org.
That is it.
That is awesome. What else would you like? Is there anything else that you think you guys just really need to know about this organization?
I think the main thing is that probably we've figured out probably 90% or more of our donations, cash donations or whatever, go towards our programming into things for the moms. Right now we only have 3 full-time staff, 2 part-time. And like I said, we are looking to add another full-time social worker before the year's out. But it's through generous donations, through foundations and grants and things that we've just been so blessed to have been able to find through our network of donors or through volunteers. People may not know, but their banks, any of their financial institutions usually have some type of community service tab and have grants or funds available if you just apply. And that's the thing. It's just, you just have to open your mouth and say, you know what? If you're looking for a great place to donate that can really make an impact on some of the 61,000 single moms in the Kansas City area, why not check the singlemomkc.org out? Check us out. We do great things for our moms, and there's testimonials on there that will just blow you away. God is so good by bringing those moms to us, whether it's through a network, through a friend, they just heard about us, through a church maybe that had an event that honored us in some way, or we were able to be there to have a table to tell them about us. And that's really our goal in the next couple of years. My personal one is to make sure that people know about our organization. So when they run into that single mom, or if they already know a single mom and can talk to them, do you know about the Single Mom KC? Gosh, you got to check this out. They have programs that would help you, that are everything we do is no charge to our moms. That's just, it can't be. And we have childcare and evening programs, always provide a meal. So.
Oh, wow. What a wonderful, wonderful organization. I can tell. I was just amazed at that number, 61,000 single mothers just in the Kansas City area.
Yeah. And we try to serve that whole metro area. And, our dream, of course, is to have multiple boutiques at some point so that every area of the metropolitan area has one that is easily accessible for the moms that we're trying to serve. And so that they can build their own community too within their own areas.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, Sandy, I can definitely see your passion for this. It sounds like a wonderful organization. I wish I'd years ago. I can definitely see I would have definitely benefited from it. And I know of several single moms in my own life that definitely this is a place to go. And if anybody involved there has half the enthusiasm and passion that you do, that that was the first thing that I could see in you, just the passion and love for this when we first met.
Yeah. Well, believe me, our executive director, Rachel Segovia, TerryAnn Thank program director, and Michelle. I mean, they have a passion for these moms, and we've just been so blessed by their leadership. And it's just that's all we can say. God has blessed what we're trying to do, and the board is a strong and active board that gets involved out in the community, and
that's nice,
and everything. So we just try to, who doesn't know about us? We're going to open our mouths and share it.
Well, I look forward to meeting some of the other members of the board sometime in the future as well.
Great. Well, if you ever want to tour the boutique, just reach out to me. We'll set up a time so you can see what we're all about.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Great. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to be able to share this time with you, to share the Single Mom KC with my audience. And I just can't wait to meet the rest of your board, because if they're half as exciting to be around as you are, I know that it'll be a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
So thank you very much, Sandy. And thank you for watching. Until next time, Tea Time with TerryAnn.
Yes.
Take your time, sip your tea, sit back and relax and enjoy the beauty that God has given us. See you next time.